asatu ma sadgamaya tamasho ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritangamaya avir maiti rudro yatte dakshinam mukham te namam te namam pahi nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal, lead us from darkness to light, lead us from death to immortality, and evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading Shanti Gita. Shanti means peace. Gita is called the song of God. How to get peace in life? That was the crucial question. The problem was that Arjuna, big warrior, he was in fighting in the war, and he lost his son in the war on the 13th day of the war. And he was a small young boy, so powerful that all big warriors, 7 big warriors, attacked him unethically, breaking all the rules of war. They killed him. So when that news reached Arjuna, then Arjuna naturally was totally lost. So when he was totally upset and lost, he has no mood to do any war. Next day they will into the war. He came to know at the end of the day, and tomorrow again fight. So he lost all interest. At that time, this Krishna came. He came to Krishna, and then Krishna gave this advice. That's why it's called. And that listening to this, that consciousness in him, Arjuna awakened, and he got back his own senses, and he got peace out of this terrible condition. So this can bring peace to us also. That's the why we are reading it. So we have finished the 3rd chapter, and the 3rd chapter, what is the last verse we read? That was this: why this universe, which is nothing but Brahman, appears to be this world. And this diverse world is so generates attachment, delusion, and because of that frustration, joy, suffering comes. What is the reason? What makes it? That is because of the mṛṣā-māyā. Here is the point. Mithyā iti niṣcayat, O Partha. When one understands this falsehood of this universe, falsehood means changing nature. False does not mean it is a magic show. It is void. Not that. It is there, but I am seeing wrongly. It is all God, divine, and I am seeing as human being, good, bad, anger, frustration, all these dualities. Who does this? It is called the Maya. So when one understands this falsehood of the nature, an unreal object gets destroyed, then Maya, the astonishment, embodied astonishment. Maya is such a thing you cannot describe. It has no real existence, but it makes everything appear real. So this, when this Maya, which is nature, is this embodiment of astonishment, bestows delight to the knower of truth. The person who is seeking for truth, it like a mother takes out the veil and reveals the truth, knowledge of the Atman by her own total destruction. Means Maya then vanishes. Maya is covering our vision, and Maya then opens the door, and she escapes. And this person who is searching for the truth revealed the whole world. He sees God everywhere, divine everywhere. Satchidananda. And they say Satchidananda Rūpō-ham Nitya Shuddha Nitya Shuddha Nitya Shuddha Bhavana. Say, then he thinks that I am not the body, not the mind, I am the effulgent self. I am not death, I am not birth. I am that. That experience comes by the grace of Maya, taking out the covering aspect. No? Maya has covering, two aspects of Maya. We have read here. One is the covering aspect. One is it generates new thing. Not only it covers the truth, but it generates some idea which is not there. Say in the darkness, you are seeing the rope. Rope, when you are in the darkness, you get deluded. Two things happen. Darkness is covering the rope idea. That's okay. You can cover the rope idea. But it is generating the snake idea. And people are jumping out and crying and howling, oh my God, the snake has bitten me. So two aspects. One is covering aspect, veiling aspect. One is generating aspect. So these two Maya's action. Then Maya, when this happens, that is a mithyā. It is a play. It is a fun going on. It has no reality. Like a laser beam. When it broadcasts in the space, in the Disneyland you see every day. There are so many things that are going on. But it is true or not true. True, I see it. It is true. But it is mithyā. It only appears. But it is not true. That knowledge will come by Maya. When one can analyze and find this, then Maya then takes hands off. And then she enjoys. Bah, the boy has realized my nature. It was my trick, has been caught by this boy. That means you know Maya. Then you are free. And Ma is happy with that. Sometimes the mothers, putting a veil, plays with the children, no? With a costume. And then sometimes when Ma, even in that condition, the child cries out, Ma. Then Ma takes out the veil, then smiles. Okay, Baba. So this is the play goes on. So we are reading like that. It said the ignorant people, Maya is a charmer for us. Oh, we are under Maya. When our ignorance will go, we are crying and weeping every day. What will happen? I have no rescue. Who will there to cry? Help me! I am dying out of this problem, and my problem is so severe. You do not know. Crying and weeping and howling. No, to the ignorant, it is a frightening thing. And really, we live a frightened life. No, fearful life all the time. Oh, what will happen? I will lose this. I will get this. What will happen to me? I will die. My health, my this. This is going on. The Maya, the charmer. So when ignorant people, Maya is like that. She gets totally destroyed as soon as one views her from the right perspective. What is that? It is Maya is only the power of Brahman. It is Brahman only. It is all the waves and ripples in the ocean is ocean only. When that knowledge comes, Maya does not at all desire the company of them who perfectly know his real nature. Those boys, those sadhakas, those spiritual aspirants who knows that Maya is a play of the divine. It is not real. Real is the rope. Snake is not real. You may say it is a water snake. It does not bite. Or it is a cobra. Whatever you say, cobra is your mental creation. Or water snake is also mental creation. A long, big snake, small snake, all created in your mind. But when the light, you came with the flashlight, you see, where is the snake gone? What remains? The rope was there, rope is there, rope will be there. So Brahman is there, Brahman was there, Brahman will be there. The Satchidananda consciousness is there, was there, will be there. And whatever you are seeing, it is drama. It is only projection you are seeing. Whose power? It is the power of the Brahman. Power of the ocean, which generates as waves. Sometimes it is waveless, free from all wave. And sometimes when it wants to play with the Maya. So that is the Maya. Then last verse says, Maha-Maya Ghora, the frightful great Maya, generates incomparable great delusion for the whole world, like all of us. Billions of people in the world, we are all deluded under Maya. Only Ramakrishna, Christ, Buddha say, they make fun of it. They see only one God. They don't see this world the way I look at it. So, from the people fall helplessly in pursuing their own needs and become paralyzed with the grief. From that means that great delusion, people like us, we fall helplessly in pursuing our own needs. I want this, I want that. Why I need? I am the king of the world. I am the emperor of the world. It is everything is me. I am one absolute Satchidananda. This death, etc., is the body. In your dream, how many times you created so many things? How many times you created your own body? When you think of those who dream so many dreams every night, no? So how many times you create yourself? What are those people? Those you in the dream, yesterday's dream, day before yesterday's dream, they're all true. Which you is true? This you, or dream you, or yesterday's dream, today's dream, or 1 month before? Which dream is true? These all are dreams. As long as you see, it is there. Someone pushes, hey, get up, get up, get up. That's dream gone. But where did it come from? Where did it go? So it is, that's why it's called unreal. So that's why we, because of delusion, this delusion is creating that idea which is not there, is there, and which is there, not there. I give the common example. Suppose you are driving in hot summer and in your freeway, you at a distance you see water. Is it not an experience of all of us? But is that water? Okay, you think it is water, you see it water. You cannot deny it is not water. But as your car moves and comes to that point, you say, oh, it is vanished. It is only the road. Because of the refraction of light, it is happening. No? So, optical illusion. It is an optical illusion. It is not true. But you see it. And go to the desert area, you will find that, as Swami Vivekananda said, in Rajasthan, he was walking, wandering days from one place to another. And he was walking every day and he finds beautiful lakes in the desert area. And he is a man of science, he knows everything. But he first thought that, wow, wonderful lakes. So one day he felt thirsty and he approached one lake, and to find that is only hard sand, burning sand. But we are seeing all the way lakes, there is no lake at all. But is it nothing? No, it is there. This sand is there. The Brahman is there. You are seeing it as lake. That was delusion. And when you are in delusion, then you act on it to get it, grab it. I am thirsty, I should drink water. I am not monetarily strong, I want money. But this whole drama is a drama of delusion by Maya. So Maya generates this delusion, one point. And when due to delusion, we ordinary people helplessly pursue the needs and then blindly become paralyzed with grief. When we get, we are happy. When you don't get, we are unhappy. Whole science of Vedanta is given here. And how we can make ourselves free, how we can make ourselves blind and cry and weep. They endure numerous unbearable afflictions of birth and death and ailment and old age. All these come one after another. They experience tremendous misery and do not find any way out to attain the supreme goal, even in many lifetimes. Huh? So, this is the Maya. Then, shall we say only, oh, Maya is doing, what can I do? No, there is a way out. Huh? And I already very happy if you can recognize her. It is delusion, no? So, Maya, when recognized, it leaves that person. That's why our knowledge gives us freedom. We do japa, meditation, etc. only to purify the mind. And when the mind understands with purified state that the truth is Brahman, and that is the only reality, Satchidananda, eternal consciousness, that is the substratum, then one becomes free, totally free. There is no other way. Now this I read, so 15 minutes I went on that. Only last few verses. And if I was thinking I will make a synopsis of the third chapter whole, then it would have given another 3 classes. So let us stop now. Now let us come to the 4th chapter, what we are trying to study today. And that you can find on your screen. It is those who are watching online, you can find the mantras on your screen or your phone, you can find them. So now Arjuna uvāca, after hearing these strong words, Maya, delusion, you can just don't pay value to that. You recognize, then you will be free. Otherwise, you are bound in the cycle of birth and death. That was the last one. Now Arjuna putting this question, you said so, then what will be my condition? So he's saying this verse. Arjuna uvāca, you can also join me. Arjuna uvāca. What he said? Maya avastu mṛṣā-rūpā. Maya avastu mṛṣā-rūpā. kāryaṃ tasyāḥ na sambhavet. kāryaṃ tasyāḥ na sambhavet. Vandhyā-putro raṇe dakṣo. Vandhyā-putro raṇe dakṣo. jayī yuddhe tathā nakim. jayī yuddhe tathā nakim. He is saying that Maya avastu. That is true. Maya is not the reality. Maya is for a certain period of time. Maya avastu. Maya is not a eternal substance. Vastu means substance. Means the truth. So Maya is not truth. Maya appears. Delusion of the lake or the water comes. When you approach it, it goes away. That means it is not there. So you said Maya avastu, Maya, which is the cosmic ignorance. Under the spell of Maya, I am seeing the same Los Angeles, you are seeing the same Los Angeles. Same freeway, I see, you see. Same trees, if we go around, same plants, same human being, I am seeing, you are seeing when you are located here. So, but who is showing this? It is Maya, but it is avastu, Maya or cosmic ignorance. Not only my ignorance, ignorance of everyone, ignorance. Individual ignorance, cosmic ignorance. 2 terms are there. Maya, avastu. Maya means cosmic ignorance. That means God has created this. That's why we all see tree as tree, sky as sky, stars as stars, planets as planets, table is table, all of us seeing this. It is God created. And I create plus. I like this table. I hate this table. So I am creating plus. That is called avidya. Individual ignorance. Understand? 2 words. One is a cosmic ignorance. In the cosmic ignorance, whatever God has, with the Maya Shakti has understood, There, the whole cosmic creation, you see, we all see the same way. Huh? That we cannot change anything. But where is our problem? Our problem comes, I like it, I dislike it. So my liking and disliking is my creation, over and above this cosmic creation. No? So this is the problem. Can we take out our my ignorance? Then it is all fun. God's play going on. So you will enjoy that. But because I attach myself, being deluded, likes, dislikes, hatred, or love, affection, or opposites, no? So there comes bereavement, there comes suffering, there comes joy. So Maya, or cosmic ignorance, vastu. We know, we have told, the Maya is vastu. It is not a eternal substance. It is not true. As this tree, as we see, is a product of Maya. But this production, Swami Vivekananda, Maya is statement of fact. It is a fact. What is a fact? This is a table. This is Maya. It is not table, it is Mahatman. It is consciousness in the form. It is water, ocean water, in the form of one wave. You get the name, you can say it is table form. It is a chair form. It is the human form. It is the chandelier form. It is the clock form. It is all consciousness in different shapes and sizes. Some where is nothing. It is in the voids. You call void. But it is all Maya. And this is Misha. Misha means false. Tale kāryaṃ tasya na sambhavet. No action can come out of Maya. If it is not there, how its action is possible? There is no head. Then where is the headache? Understand the point? This book is good. It gives you all the wrong arguments which you can carry in your mind. You are saying Maya is not at all there. Okay? But you are saying Maya is creating this. If Maya, cosmic ignorance, is unreal and it is false by its nature, so no actions and activities can come out of that. If there is something, then something will come out of that. If there is nothing, how something will come out? Understand the argument. Head is there, you can say my headache. You say there is no head and you say headache. It is impossible. So similarly, how this can be possible? Indeed, vandhyā-putraḥ raṇe dakṣaḥ jayī yuddhe tathā nakim. It is not sambhavet. It is in reality, it is not there. It is like you are talking. You are it is argument. No? You are saying that Maya is not there, but you see this and that and get deluded. How delusion will come if Maya itself is not there? Then he says that, like example, vandhyā-putraḥ. If someone writes a novel, 500-page novel starts with the word, there was a lady and she was barren and she gave birth to a child and his name was John. And then John gradually grew up and his whole story of his whole life is given, entire book. The premises is wrong. If you say it is a barren mother cannot have any baby. So you are starting with a word, Maya, exactly like I am saying with the barren mother. How can there be a child? And then you are extending the whole novel. He went into fight and he was killed and he did this, he loved somebody, he hated somebody. Why all these things are coming? Foundationally, there is no child. Child cannot be born. Understand the argument? So Maya is like that. You are saying in one way, Maya is vastu. It is not there. If it is not there, then how can you say the activities and production is there? You are there, I am there, is Maya. You say Maya is not there. It is not a vastu. It is not an entity. But these entities, how can it be? It is contradictory ideas, contradictory thought you are talking. Vedanta allows to ask the guru like that. Are you saying contradictory thing? Are you telling me that a baby is born out of a barren mother and then that boy was courageous and he became a king and he was this and they married this and he was conquered this country and fight and the entire story? You are creating all of the false premises. Premises is wrong. So how can it be? So he's asking Arjuna asking Bhagavan Krishna that Maya or cosmic ignorance is unreal. And you said unreal, and you said it is false nature. His nature is false. Then therefore no action can come out of Maya. If it is not there, how action will come? You are there, then you can act this way, good or bad way. No? If you are not there, how there will be any action of yours? Therefore, indeed, there is no reality, just as there is no such thing as a skillful and victorious son of a barren woman is in the battle. If someone says, see what a big fight this courageous boy did, who was born of a barren mother. You may create big stories about that, big fuss about it, but you are making the blunder that your premises is wrong. Therefore, this is the first question. Then second verse says, vyomāravinda-vāsena, vyomāravinda-vāsena, yathā-vāsa subhāsitam, yathā-vāsa subhāsitam, māyāyāha kārya-vistāras-tathā, māyāyāha kārya-vistāras-tathā, tathā yādava memati, tathā yādava memati. He says, vyomāravinda. Someone says, Vyoma means in the space, Aravinda means a lotus. If someone says, oh, in the sky there is a beautiful lotus, vyomāravinda, that is impossible. And he can say, oh, not only that, it is a lotus and Vasena, it is so much fragrant. Every place is filled with fragrance of the flower in the sky. In the sky there cannot be any flower. And there, what the question of then subhasa, fragrant, nice fragrance. Fragrance is impossible. Existence of the flower is impossible. And then the question of fragrance. And that, with that fragrance, everything is so much filled with joy because of the fragrance. You are all one mistake over another mistake or another mistake. All statements are becoming wrongly piled up in the law, in the language of law. They say your fundamental understanding is totally wrong. So your case can be dismissed. When Vedanta will say that this case of Maya can be dismissed because this world cannot exist at all. There cannot be imaginary flower maybe in your mind, but in reality there cannot be a real flower in the sky grow. These are common example of the old time example. Nowadays examples are more clear to understand this Vedantic truth. As I gave the laser beam experience, they are creating such things which actually there is nothing that you are seeing, and you cannot deny that is going on. Like children, they enjoy more. They really see the fight going on with this there, or whatever play is going on. So, vyomāravinda, lotus in the sky, vāsena, by the fragrance, yatha, as vāsa, a cloth, suvāsitam, your cloth is filled with fragrance of this flower in the sky. If you say so. As a cloth scented by fragrance of the lotus in the sky is impossible. No? So is the extent of cosmic ignorance, Maya's work. That is my understanding. I think that this play, this cosmic universe where we are working, having our life, our suffering, our joys, our pains, and our anguish, and all these things, it is like a flower in the space. Impossible. It is not. Then this is my understanding. Please correct me. That is the two legitimate question. Now this is very important. That's why it varies. It is different from so-called other religions, where you cannot put any question. At the face of the teacher, you can throw any question which is not clear. But other scripture will say, hey, you put any question against my book, then you are kafir, or you are lost, you are outcast. No, this is the only ground. You can put any argument, any question, logically it should be satisfying. If logically not satisfied, don't accept it. Truth is beyond logic, no? But truth is not illogical. It will let us develop our mind, intellect sharp and sharper, and let it understand as much as it can. Not contradicting or illogical, but logical and final logic and final logic and it will say, yes, it makes sense. This is true. Then how can I go beyond the logic? Then step will come. You have to jump out of that. So Sri Bhagavan, now the Lord Krishna, is giving the response to these two questions. Verse number 3. Sri Bhagavan uvāca, Sri Bhagavan uvāca, drishyate kārya-bāhulyaṃ, drishyate kārya-bāhulyaṃ, mithyā-rūpasya bhārata, mithyā-rūpasya bhārata, asatyo bhujago rajvam, asatyo bhujago rajvam, janayet bepathum bhayam, janayet bepathum bhayam, drishyate kārya-bāhulyaṃ. This kārya-bāhulyaṃ, this means varied types of activities, as we see in our life, as we see in the whole world. Every moment, how much activity is going on. If we see this kārya-bāhulyaṃ, various types of activities, it comes out of mithyā-rūpasya, false appearance. What we see, it is a false appearance. It has no permanent reality. It appears, but not that. All that glitters are not gold. It appears, but it is not so. It appears to be existing, but it is not. In a split second, look at that, everything changing, split second. Our body is changing, our mind is changing, the table is changing, the clock is changing. You look at the clock, tick, 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 it's changing. Why not stop? Stop. You find put your stopwatch, then you will find. Not only second, second to 1/100th of a second, 1,000th of a second, 1,000,000 times of a second. So where is steadiness? What you are saying solid. This time, where is the time? Even there is an argument. Many people, we come to this wonderful book, to live in the present, no? Present, live in the present. We hear this advice. Vedanta, if you go very deep, tell me what is present. You say present, by that time it is how many millions of seconds have gone. I said 8:5. It is already 8:5 and how many seconds? And seconds is a subdivision of seconds, subdivision of that second. Then what is reality here? How can you say any real? And everything is transforming. It's not the same. Apparently, I see it is the same. See these pews, I have come here 27 years. I see the pews are same. But is it the same? Its strength, its color, its all the ingredients, they're becoming older. No? Then why people throw away after so many years? Unusable. Its change is happening. My eyes are not perceiving it. That's why they give the example, Alata Chakra. Alata Chakra, Buddhist idea, a Hindu idea also. So you tie a ball of fire with a rope or a string, and then you rotate it. So if you can rotate it enough speed, you see a ball of fire. And you see the ball of fire. I see the ball of fire. But it is a change of ball so fast that in between interim gaps, I am not able to perceive. Everything is changing. But I live in such an awareness, I cannot feel that. So it is not true in that sense. It is to be analyzed very deeply. What we say as false is not, I am not saying there is a ball of fire. I am saying the circle is wrong. Ball is true. When it is turned rapidly, the ceiling fan, better example. When it is very fast, you can see the blades at all. But there are 3 blades or 4 blades rotating high speed. If we say there is no blade, is it true? Or if I say there is a circle of blade only. So this appearance is all like that. Don't get confused with the appearance, but go to the substance. Substance is the light. Substance is the ball of fire. Substance here is the example of the blade of the fan. But what you see is a circle, or it is a total one something appearing, because the changes are not distinctively perceivable by us. But machines can do that. So, multiple activities, drishyate, what is seen, the multiple activities, the various types of activities, it is of mithyā-rūpasya. Its form is mithyā, when false. Asatya, it is not there, it is unreal. Like bhujanga rajya. The common example, bhujanga is the snake and rajya is the rope. Like the rope snake example. What is true? Rajya is true. The snake, rope is true. But snake is false. But false comes where? There is some substance upon which falsity can be imagined. If there is no rope, suddenly you are going in a clear space, you don't cry out, snake, snake. Some rope should strangle your leg in darkness. So rope should be there. So there is rope. What is the rope here? God. Satchidananda. That is there. But my perception is not right. I am seeing the projection on that is projected, the rope snake. Like sweet, sour, all things what we see is a projection. That's the Vedanta called big shape or projection. And that big shape is generated. And that generates bepatum, the fear. The snake is there and you are trembling and you are crying and weeping. All this. This type of thing comes up. So, oh Bharata, oh Arjuna, multiple activities of false appearance are seen. As we see the multiple activity, the whole world is in action. The stars, the galaxies, the planets, all rotating and in their engaged routine, they are working. So these are appearances. These are seen. How? Just as a false snake is seen on a rope and creates tremor and fear. So we are frightened about the world. We are sometimes excited about the world. But this is exactly the snake projected on the rope. The suffering, pleasure, pain, fear, anxiety, worries created on that eternal joy, eternal ocean of bliss, Satchidananda. Huh? See Satchidananda. Don't see the apparent appearances. That's why Brahmagyanis, that's why we say the Brahmagyanis, they see through. They don't see the outside. Huh? All the holy people, Ramakrishna say, I see you, I can see what is inside you. Like people keep in their glass case some items, they can see through whatever the item. So Ramakrishna said, I can see that. But we cannot see. We see the outer person. It looks nice, or he's not good, or little of his mental expression is good, bad, actions, reactions. No? We are living in this level identity, in this level of identity with the physical and maximum mental or intellectual or ego. In this level we judge a person. But you have to penetrate those and go to the Atman. Annomaya, Pranomaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Atma. We have to penetrate these 5 layers. Then you reach that Atman which is everywhere. So this is called that falsity of existence. Any question is coming? Probably no. So let me read another. By that time, if you think of any question, then I will stop after 5 minutes or so. I'm on the 4th verse there. 4th verse says, Utpadayit. No, let me see. Utpadayit. Utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ shukto. Utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ shukto. Now, utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ. Utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ shukto ca lobha-mohanam. Shukto ca lobha-mohanam. Shūyate hi mṛṣā-māyā. Shūyate hi mṛṣā-māyā. Vyomāravinda-vāsena jagat. Vyomāravinda-vāsena jagat. Utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ shukto jata lobha-mohanam. As it generates, utpadayit means generates. Utpadayit rūpya-khaṇḍaṃ. It is utpadayit. It is generates a piece of silver. Seeing a piece of oyster shell. In the beach you walk, then many oyster shells are, you can find out. Some shines like that of what is called the silver. Silver is costly, and you want to grab it thinking it is silver, but it is oyster. So we want to grab everything in the world, money, wealth, prosperity, position, whatever in life. We want to grab, but when you think, it will give me joy, it will give me joy, I'll be happy, and grab it, and then it's, oh my God. It is not so. It's bringing pain. Because you thought it is silver. In reality, it is only what? Oyster shell, which on the beach you can find plenty. So we are running in our life like that, feeling that this is costly, this is very happy, I'll be happy with it. We from childhood look at our life, how many things we wanted it from our childhood. And the babies, nowadays babies cannot stay without your phone or iPad. Eh, They will cry and weep, and the iPad is necessary. Why? That's a toy. He can spend more time and play with that. No, that's the play of the childhood. Now this child grows, goes to school. Then what happens? Play changes. His object of play changes only. Huh? Now go on, go on, go on. Look at life. And everyone is thinking, I'll be happy with it. Huh? Everyone feels that I'll be happy if I get that. And tell me everyone's experience. Are you happy? What you expected to grab when you got it? Tagore has a statement, no? কে বলেছে যাহা চাই তা ভুল Rabindranath Tagore said, যাহা চাই, what I want, তাহা ভুল করে চাই. And I didn't know I wanted wrongly. যাহা পাই, what I get, I don't want that. We expecting I'll get joy, we run after the objects, and when we get that thing, see, people get addicted to drinking, drug. How it happens? I'll be happy there. I'll be happy. I am in difficulty. My mind will not think of this. I'll be happy drinking. Now you grab. Now what happens? Then the drug catches the neck and you cannot come out. You understand that that does not give joy. It is a momentary excitement or sensation which comes, but its effect goes away. When it goes away, it is terrible. I am in the ditch. It has not helped me, but I cannot help it. So that is the problem. So if we understand that it is not true in this sense, it is not true. That's why utpadayat, like it is creating a sense of getting a costly silver piece where I get in my life oyster shell. Similarly, and getting that, greed comes. I am running, elbowing everyone to grab it fast. In the process of, and greed and delusion generates in us. No? False. That's why Ramakrishna said there is no joy, real joy, except in God. Others' joy are there, but they're so reactionary. You get a little joy, you give a big penalty for that. How much suffering, how much effort, how much your service is necessary, energy loss, no? But when you get it, it's for a moment, little spark of joy, and then boom, again. And that brings more craving. When shall I get? How shall I get it? No? So that is the running after something which is called delusion. So it generates greed and delusion. Likewise, the false Maya, this Maya is not true, but gives birth to this world. It has given birth to the world, and which is an abode of transactional activities. Here we only do our day-to-day activities of life. We come, we speak, we talk, we interact, we smile, we cry. Everything is happening in this world. So this is the important thing to understand. This Maya is creating, the magical power is creating this delusion. And an intelligent person, if he understands this, he will not be attracted. He will live in the world, but he will not be greedy. You see, other is becoming greedy, and greed is bringing more unhappiness. He cannot sleep well. But if he knows that is the delusion, but I am, this body is also delusion. Yes, I'll have to live here and live, eat, sleep well, drink well, and think of God. Think of that consciousness. You need not have to be suffering because of greed or lust, or why? You don't need. You are more peaceful within yourself. And that is the experience, that it is not true. If we get it, then that after getting, we get frustrated. So why shall I do it foolishly again and again? Tell me, who in the world is happy with the apparent world of delusion, which you call delusion? No, suppose it is real. Who is happy here with multi-million dollar or billion dollars, with gold and jewel? What pride, power, powerful person in the world, are they happy? Go to who is happy? Who does not want anything? Who says, I don't want anything, but I am happy within myself? The fakir, that fakir story of Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna said that the Akbar, the great king, Muslim king, only one king whom we can refer, is called the loving and king like Akbar. See, so he was praying one day. He used to pray, a devoted Muslim. And one monk, Muslim monk, Sufi monk probably, he came and he thought, I need certain thing. Let me go to the king. And king is generous, he gives. So he went there and to ask him for something. But Akbar said, wait, let me finish my prayer and I will come to you. And he showed some signs and signals. And then he started saying, oh Allah, give me more kingdom, more money, more wealth, this, that. And then the fakir who came to beg something from the emperor, he just started walking out. And then Akbar said that he came and going out, a holy man. Stop. Okay, wait. Then he finished, then he said, you came here, you need something. And I'm here. This is my great vastu to give everything, whatever he needs, anyone needs, anything, money or any support or anything. So why you came, you are going away? He said, I came to ask from you something, but I came and I saw that you are begging it from God. So what is my use of begging from a beggar? Let me go to there where you are praying for. So let's see, beggar, we are beggars. In our life, we are beggars. We are begging for little love, little attachment, little attention, little focus on me. I am this. You don't look at me. He did little. And we are frustrated. No one loves us. No one gives us total attention. Huh? Why I shall be beggar? Here is God, who is full, and I am with him, or he is in my heart. Or Vedantic, I am a spark of that light. So why? I mean, the inheritance comes to the son. Father's all money and wealth. Who inherits? The son. We are his children. We inherit the power. Shrinnantu Vishye Amritasya Putra. Listen, ye the children of divine bliss. We are all divine bliss. We are children. Why shall I beg from beggar? Why to beg from the world? Live in the world like a king with dignity. I don't need anything. I have everything inside and I do as a duty. Whatever comes, I take it. It's all knowing that these are not real. That is the power comes there. Knowing that it is not real, not permanent, not true. Truth is God. So that will be the answer. So cosmic ignorance and its effects of this universe are false. Therefore, we have to think the oyster shell, falsely perceived as a piece of silver, generates greed and delusion. Likewise, the false Maya gives birth to this world, which is an abode of our transactional universe. This world in which we activate, we work every day, live in this world. This is not real. Had it been real, suppose today two friends are very friendly. Tomorrow they go on fight with each other. Why? If it is this transactional world is all good, why husband and wife get fight into it? And then they love each other. And then after some time something happens. They fight with each other. They dislike each other. Why? Because it is not permanent. Unless you put God in the relationship. God in the husband, God in the wife, our Upanishad teaches, God in my friend, God in everything. So elevate the relationship in that level. Then when you are Godward, then it will diffuse all other uh, frustration and failures. So this is the. So we end here. Any question has come? Okay. So we can go for question. Let me finish this. Tomorrow we will have our gospel class at 7:30 p.m. in the evening. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So we are on the third chapter, fourth verse.
Fourth chapter,
Fourth. Tell him. Fourth chapter, fourth verse. We ended. We'll start from 5. Bing, what is that? Any question? Kotari again?
Yonisha.
The question has come. If clay or wood is the reality, then the existence of God or pot is true or false. Likewise, if Brahman is the only reality, then the existence of the world is true or false. Yeah, if you look whether the world is false, what will you say? A simple thing. It will be false if we see as a world. Why? It changes every day. It becomes a thing of joy today. The thing becomes a cause of suffering tomorrow. No? So this is not true. It's false. But is it true only this much, or it is God appearing like this? As look at the ocean. Let us go and stand on the beach of Pacific Ocean. Mentally go. You see all the waves and ripples and bubbles and foams. You see. Are they true or untrue? No, they are not true. Every form is changing every split second. Now it is big wave, it becomes slower. Small wave becoming bigger. And then masses on the shore, this is integrated. They are not true. But is it not ocean? So it is ocean. If you look at the oceanic view, then it is true. Brahman as Brahman, this world is all Brahman. But as a world, as a matter, it is all false. But we have to live in this transactional world. I'm speaking in that falsehood. This, what I am telling, this is also false. What I am seeing, that's also false. If we look at the material side of it. But if we look at the spiritual aspect of it, it is all Brahman. So Brahman appearing in different forms. So you can look at that way. Another question, mind shows us the good and bad world, and stepping back from mind gives us little peace without any good or God or Guru. What is that? Mind shows us the good and the bad world, and stepping back from mind gives us little peace without any God or Guru. What is that? Yeah, I say mind shows us the good and bad, means mind shows us the whole world. No? How I look at the world is my world. One day, 5 people get up in the morning. Maybe he has a good dream last night. His mind is more peaceful. He says, what a beautiful day. Someone is coming out who has lost his son. Whole night he was in difficulty. and say, oh my God, what a terrible day today. So day is good or bad according to our mental condition. Suppose one's son is dead, but that father or mother does not know. Get up in the morning, and the chirping of the birds and things, what a beautiful day. And when if instantly he hears that son is dead, what will happen? This charming day will turn into a dark day. No? So it depends on mind. So the mind, as the question, mind shows us also what is good, what is bad. No? And we know if I do something, is it good I did or bad I did? Sometimes we forget that. But mind tells us internally, this is good, this is honest, this is dishonest, this is that. No? So mind observes mind. Two minds splits into two. One observable, another observed. That means pure mind. Pure mind is watching the mind, activity of the mind. As we in the meditation time, what we do? I am seeing mind is gone there, mind is gone there. And catching, hey mind, too, you come here, come back. Huh? So mind observing the mind. But this mind is the pure mind. It's observing their mind, which is the negative mind. So mind splits into two. Similarly, actually, pure mind is called Guru. Pure mind is called God, who is behind. In all of our existence, there is consciousness behind. That consciousness we call God. Or simply, we say, in your heart, the Lord is seated. That Lord is the pure expression of Brahman.
Then why do you need the external guru?
We need the external guru because we are not developed that much. That mind is teaching us. How many people understand that mind actually split into this way, and this pure mind is helping me to understand. So that's why guru is needed, because guru gives us the idea. Yes, this is your pure practice. This is the way you think of God, so that your mind becomes purer and purer. Pure mind, they help us to go towards the purer mind much more. That's why it is necessary. Here, how does the Vedantic perception of the world as being Maya or unreal coexist with the idea of seeing God in all? How does it? It's really contradictory, no? No, it is very realistic. When Vedantic perception of the world as Maya, because we are in Maya, so we have to get out from the Maya. How to get out? Then you say, no, this is not. Brahman is true, Maya is false. Brahman is true, Maya is false. No? And doing this, when mind develops the purity, then Ramakrishna said the old example, that is, man is trying to reach the roof. This is not God, that is not God, this is not God. Huh? And this step is not roof, that step is not roof, this step is not roof. So he's walking, and rejecting not this, it's Maya, not this Maya. When he reaches the roof, he sees that same material, the roof is made, the steps are also made on the same material. Say lime or sand or whatever, cement. So the whole world is permeated with God. But I do not know. If you say whole world is permeated with God, what does it mean to us? It has no meaning to us. Therefore, we have to say, in our present condition, that it is Vedantic perception, the world as being Maya or unreal, is for me, because I am in ignorance. I think that this is true. God is not true. If anyone comes here and suddenly tells us, where is your God? I am here. And with a gunpoint tells us something, we will say, yes, yes, you are right. Huh? So this world appears to be true for us because we are in Maya. Therefore, we have to get out of the Maya to understand, don't get attached to it. If we think it is true, the way I am seeing in my ignorant state, then we are suffering. Look at the whole world is suffering like that. Thinking the world is real. People are engaging in fighting, killing, destroying the peace of others. All this negative activity going on, ego and all its negative expressions. So how we can get out of it? First, you have to know it is not, it is not. So Vedantic process is, first you start with not this, not this, not this, no, neti, neti, neti. Then you reach a point that it is iti, iti, iti. Everything is that, everything is that. That's why Shankaracharya gives the response to your question mark, that I am not the body, not the mind, not the ego, not the senses, not the five materials, materials of the earth. I am not this, but I am Shivoham, Shivoham. I am that Shiva, that absolute peace. I am that joy. I am that blessings. I am Satchidananda. I'm not this, I'm Satchidananda. I'm not this, I'm Satchidananda. Then what will happen? When you do this then apparent attraction for the external will drop. And we'll have a penetrating eye to see that it is all God. God playing with God. God talking with God. God interacting with God. So that will be the achievement, that that is the balance. Then coexistence of the idea of seeing God in all is that don't look at the name and form. Vedanta will say everything is God. God plus name and form. Everything is ocean water plus name and form. One name, one tsunami, every time they are giving one name to all these hurricanes, no? So, depending on the magnitude and this and that. So, name and form creating this distinction. As water, it is no distinction. Water is water, H2O is H2O. So, we are all Satchidananda, plus with the name and form. When name comes, the quality comes. Good quality, bad quality, it comes. Form comes, then form has a good form, good shape, bad shape. So name and form, when added with Satchidananda, that is called the world. And Vedanta teaches, don't look at the name and form, but look at the constitution. Like the gold ornaments. Look at the gold, not on the designs only. We only see the design, but we don't pay attention to the gold. Actually, goldsmith knows how much weight of that gold is there. We want to see the design. I like this design. Yes, you like the design, but actually you don't like the design, you like the gold. How we can go to the gold and not finish ourselves with the design? That should be our practice. And there is the balance of it, and the two ideas can be reconciled. That don't look at the world as world. So long your mind is showing that this world is true, then you get attached to it, delusion, and you don't see God there. But when this delusion goes away, this world is not real, as I see, but it is God, I love it.
Like here, probably the word God means Brahman.
Yeah, of course, God does not mean a personal God. God is the impersonal God. Okay, thank you. Any more? No. So thank you all for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Jayī.
Tomorrow Satya-māyā will be.
Tomorrow Satya-māyā. Okay. Whoever, someone will do. Tomorrow Satya-māyā. Good. So tomorrow Satya-māyā class at 7:30. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.